If I lost everything tomorrow, no followers, no email list, no money for ads, and I had to make my first affiliate sale using Pinterest, here is the exact funnel that I would build step by step. This is the system that I would set up knowing what I now know about funnels and affiliate conversions. Now, here's what most people don't realize about affiliate marketing on Pinterest. You don't need thousands of followers or a massive pin library. What you need is just a simple system that turns Pinterest browsers into clickers and clickers into buyers. So if I was starting from absolute zero today, with no budget, with no audience, this is exactly how I would build mine. The first step is you want to pick the right product. The first thing I'll do is choose a product that Pinterest users actually want, because here's where most beginners mess up. They pick products that they like, not products that Pinterest users are actively searching for. And Pinterest has a very specific audience. We're talking mostly women ages 25 to 45 who are looking for a solution in probably wellness, home, self-improvement, budgeting, family, and lifestyle. Now, I would personally focus on digital products from platforms like Digistore24, ClickBank, Warrior Plus, and other affiliate networks, but I would focus on digital products. Now, why digital products? This is because there is nothing like shipping hassles. It has instant delivery, and honestly, you get higher commissions. Plus, with digital products, it's way easier to create trust-building content because you can show the actual pages of the product, the template, the inside look of it. But listen, physical products like Amazon products still work too, because people absolutely sell physical products on Pinterest. But the difference is with Amazon, you are competing with a million other affiliates, and your content is basically just driving people to a product page. But with digital products, you can create original content that educates and builds trust before the sale. Now, here is my criteria for picking a product. The first thing is that it should have high quality visuals that I can actually pin. It should provide clear transformation, probably like going from chaotic to organized or debt-free in 6 months. And it has to fit what Pinterest users are searching for. Super important. Now, the niches that consistently crush it on Pinterest, we have home decor, we have meal planning, we have recipes, wellness, self-care, parenting hacks, budget trackers, and anything typically related to planners or organization. Let's take, for example, I'm making use of Digistore24. I found this personal budget tracker that is perfect because Pinterest is literally full of women searching for money tips and budget planning tools. And this is the kind of product that would do well. And this is the kind of product that I can promote on Pinterest. Now, the next step I would do is build the $0 funnel. I will build what is called a value bridge page. Now, you could just drop your affiliate link directly on Pinterest, but here is why I wouldn't do that. First, cold Pinterest traffic needs a warm-up. They need to get value from you first before they are ready to buy anything. So what I would do is I will create a super simple free landing page, and I would use tools like ConvertKit, Systeme.io, or even Medium. But here's the key difference. I am giving them something useful before I ever mention a product. And here's exactly what I would put on that landing page. The first thing is a headline that speaks to their struggle. So I can say 5 simple steps to finally stick to your budget without feeling restricted. Then I would give them actual actionable tips right there on that bridge page. It could be, 3 to 5 quick bullet points or short numbered lists. Now, after I've given them this value, I could naturally transition into something like, want to make this even easier, I use whatever product name. So if you go back to Digistore24, I can copy this here and say to automate my entire budget tracking process. It saved me hours and honestly made budgeting something I actually stick to. You can check it out here. So in this here is where we're going to put a hyperlink. To get a hyperlink, we can head back to Digistore24 and click promote now. Under promote now, we can easily copy our promo link, which is going to be our affiliate link. and we can head back and simply put that here. So when anybody clicks on the here, it's going to take them straight to the landing page for the Digistore 24 product. So I can click on confirm. Another thing I can do is also put a hyperlink in the name of the product also. I can decide to change the color just so people know that it's possibly a link. I can use blue. For the here as well, I can use blue. I can even add a full transparency to state it's an affiliate link. That means at the end, a small commission if you purchase at no cost. It's usually a good idea to add that below so people are actually aware. I can slant it and leave it here. So this is good. Now, here is an optional upgrade. I can also add an email capture box. What I can simply do is I can add pop-ups. So you just click on the plus icon. It's going to show up here. So I can say, want my full budget spreadsheet template, drop your email and I would send it over. So I can leave this here as the pop-up. So that way I am building an email list where I can continue giving value, share more tips and naturally recommend product over time. But if you are at zero and you just want to test this system fast, you can totally skip the email part for now and just focus on the value first approach. Now, the whole point of this page is to make someone think, oh, wow, this person actually helped me. This is free value. Let me see what else they can recommend. That's why when you say, want to make this even easier, I use so product to automate my entire budget tracking process. They want to click on it. And that is when people actually buy. By the way, if you have watched up to this point, leave a comment on whether you have tried Pinterest affiliate marketing or not. Now, the third step is create high converting pins. Now, I would create pins that actually stop the scroll. Your pin is your ad. It's literally the only thing standing between you and a click. So this is super important. And I would use Canva free plan. So Canva's free plan has Pinterest size template built right in, which makes it super beginner friendly. You want to make sure it's on that template and you can simply type Pinterest pins and you're going to see a whole lot of it. The one that usually has the crown icon here is like the pro plan, and you want to go with the ones without that crown icon, which indicates that those are free templates. To streamline it better, you can just add your niche so that Canva can actually give you much more streamlined templates that align with the kind of pins you want to create. So I can say budget planner Pinterest pins, and you can see a whole lot over here. So I'm going to be using this one. This is a free template. As you can see, doesn't have that crown icon here. And when I click on it, I will be able to see more like it that I can actually also use as well. So I can go with this one or this one, whichever you feel. So I'm going to go with this and I'm going to click customize this template. Now, visually, I would go with like bright feminine colors because that is what performs best on Pinterest. You want to think blush pink, you can do sage green, warm beige or soft yellows, and I would also use images that best represent what I'm trying to promote. For example, budget planner, it could be someone on a laptop like this. It could be something related to money. It could be a budget planner, elements or icons sort of. So I deleted that white part because it wasn't changing color. So I'm going to increase the transparency of this. And for the text overlay, I'm going to keep it benefit focused and curiosity driven. So instead of just saying budget planner, instead I would say step-by-step budgeting plan every beginner needs. I can also bring in a box over here, just a square box, and I can move it to the back of the text. I can make it white and just reduce the transparency. I can also use the same fonts throughout. This is looking much better. You can also go ahead, add any elements you want to that you prefer. For example, we can go back to the elements and say budget just to see similar graphics that align in that manner. So I'm going to bring this over here. I can even use this as much more better representation. This would speak to outcomes and not features. It will make somebody to think, okay, I want that. And here's a little hack that I would use. I'll create multiple versions of the same pin. Why? Because this pin is supposed to direct them to the value bridge page I could alter the colors, switch up the headlines, try a different layout. This lets you test what actually resonates with your audience without starting from the scratch every time. So if I'm tweaking it up to make another Pinterest pin, I could say simple steps to actually stick to your budget. That way, the value bridge page is still passing the same message. I can also say 5 major budget planning steps that you need. It still aligns with what the value bridge page passes. Now, you can use Canva's duplicate features over here, duplicate a new page, and you tweak it a little bit. And in a matter of minutes, you have created 10 plus pins. And now the step 4 is Pinterest SEO plus posting strategy. Now, for this 4th step, I would make my pins searchable. And this is where a lot of people get it wrong. Pinterest is not Instagram. It is not about going viral or getting a million followers. Pinterest is a search engine. It works like Google, just that it has pictures. So here's how I would approach it. First, I would focus on keyword research. I'll literally just type my topic here so you can see budget planner. And when I type my topic into Pinterest search bar, I will look at what drops down. These auto suggestions, these are the real searches happening right now, and that is good. So you can see budget planner template, budget planner printable, budget planner ideas, budget planner printable free. So if I am promoting a budget planner, I would type in budget planner like so. These are the suggestions. You may see a different suggestion depending on the time and the season on when these searches are actually doing well. And I would use these exact phrases in my pin title and description. That is how Pinterest knows what to show your pin for. Now, here is my formula for writing a pin description. The first line should be a hook or a benefit. It could be something like struggling to stick to a budget. This simple step-by-step plan makes it so much easier. Now, the middle is where you are going to naturally weave in those keywords. You don't want to stock them awkwardly. You just use them like you're talking to a friend. Now, what are the keywords? The keywords are exactly what Pinterest has given us. Budget planner template, budget planner ideas, budget planner printables. And the end for the description is where you have a soft call to action to say something like, click to check out a simple step-by-step plan to help you budget effectively. Then I would add like 3 to 5 hashtags. You don't want to saturate your descriptions with a whole lot of hashtags, just the relevant ones. For example, you can use budgeting. It could be money tips. It could be financial freedom. Then you want to add your link. Now, what link do you add? This is not where you add your affiliate link. This is where you add the link to your value bridge page. Now back to our value bridge page. Remember, I use System EIO for this. I can click on save. Now I'm going to click on exit page. And when I click on the exit page, this is where I'm going to get the link to the particular landing page I've created. If you want to know how to create a step-by-step landing page for affiliate marketing or selling of products, leave it in the comment section so I know if to create a video specially for that. So now I've copied my link. I'm going to go back to Pinterest and this is where I'm going to add it. For boards, I would organize my pins by topic. If I'm in the finance niche, of course, budgeting is under finance. I would create boards like budget tips for beginners. So I can click on create board and say budget tips for beginners. And this will help Pinterest understand what you're about and who to show your content to. For tags, you can also search for tags and say budgeting. It could be money management. It could be personal planner and stuff like that. And once you are done, once all that is said and done, you can actually publish it. For posting, you can actually use Pinterest built-in scheduler to post 1 to 3 fresh pins per day. So you can see publish at a later date. And this is where you can be able to schedule your pins for any date you want to post it to. You don't need to post 50 times a week. Consistently beats intensity here. You just need steady, searchable content that will be showing up regularly. So this is the budget tip for beginners. And you can see as I've clicked it, you can see others showing top budgeted tips, how to budget effectively. That's to show you that Pinterest understands what our pin is about. And if I click on visit site, it's going to take me straight to my landing page. And you can see the pop-up here where they can then input their email, and click submit. And once that's submitted, it's going to take them straight to the page for them to view. So that way you're collecting email. But like I said, if you're a beginner, that is not exactly important. You don't need to have to focus on that first. Just focus on value-driven content. Now, once your pins are out there, here is the part that most people skip. And it is actually the most important part. And that is to track and adjust. I would follow the data. After about a week or two, I will go back into my Pinterest analytics. I'll click on see more stats. And this is where I would see the performance over time. And I will look at which pins are getting the most link clicks. And that link clicks is the outbound click. If you notice, I actually clicked it, and that is why the outbound click is 1. You don't just want to focus on saves or impressions. Those are good, but I would want to see which pins are actually sending people to my funnel. And once I spot my top performer, let's say this particular pin in 2 weeks time is getting way more clicks than the others, I will double down on it and I'll recreate the same pin with slight tweaks. Maybe I would change the color scheme, maybe I would rewrite the headline, maybe swap out the image, and then I'll post it again as a fresh pin. And this is how to go into having a predictable system that actually works without guessing. So once, the viewer already reads all the way down and is super interested in what's next, they can see, want to make this even easier, use this. Now, once they click on this, it's going to take them into a new page, and guess where it's going to land them? To this sales page of our affiliate product. Now, this is just like a draft value bridge page. Of course, you need a lot more effort so that people can actually move from your value bridge page into your affiliate sales page. Now, just like I said, when you are tracking and adjusting and you are focusing on the pins that work, it doesn't mean that the other pins are bad. It just means that the Pinterest algorithm is showing that one to more people at that point in time. So you want to ride that wave and double down on it. I hope you do find this helpful. And if you're a complete beginner looking to start affiliate marketing, but you want to start with Digistore24, then I'll be showing you a step-by-step process on how to start. So you want to click the link you see on your screen right now to check that out. Ciao.